It's a beautiful sunny winter's morning here at Winterberg Stud, and it's lovely to have a new stallion in town, talk of the town, and he certainly was the talk of the town throughout his racing career, and Hendrik is going to tell us a little bit more about him since he's arrived here at Winterberg. Hendrik, morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks, and you?
Good.
A horse is looking absolutely magnificent, talk of the town. He's walking behind us. He's really settled in well, hasn't he?
He's settled in really well from Joburg. He's picked up nice weight, and his injury is also looking very good. We're very excited about him, Fee.
And of course he's owned by Aventure and the Truter family, and he's going to be standing here, which is quite convenient, quite close to Aventure, and you sort of share the same vets and the same help.
Definitely. Pippa and us work very well together. We just want to say thank you to Mr. Truter and the Tabero family. We're very excited, and yes, we've got a boarding facility, so a mare that wants to come out and visit him, they're more than welcome, and yeah, we work together very nicely.
Very exciting times for you. He's an absolutely beautiful horse with a magnificent action.
Yeah, we just gasped at him now when he was trotting in the paddock. You could see he's an athlete, and his attitude is very, very good. I think he can throw you, with that frame, he should throw you a very nice foal. We're very excited about him.
Yeah, I think so, and beautifully bred as well.
Yeah, he's out of VAR. VAR has proven himself over and over, and out of a street cry mare. That's a very exciting pedigree, and there's some stallions in his pedigree going forward. So he's got all the credentials that can make him something.
Yeah, and of course his racing career was very short but very sweet. He was going places. He was the talk of the town. It's a pity it came to an end, but I think he certainly got the ability.
No, he definitely has the ability. If we watch his previous races, he won with good authority. I think he should have gone on a lot more, but yeah, unfortunately he was dealt with that injury.
Well, he certainly landed up in the right place, because this is a beautiful farm you've got here, and you've got all the right facilities, and you're doing very well. Yeah,
no, it's tough times, but we keeping positive, and we want to make a success, and I think Talk of the Town will help us with that. And yeah, I just want to say thank you again to the partners involved. It's a great opportunity for us.
Well, Talk of the Town is certainly the talking horse, and we've had a chat with Hendrik about him coming to stand here at Winterberg, and we've seen him this morning and he looks absolutely fantastic. And with me is Pippa Merkelbro to tell us a little bit more about him. Pippa, good morning.
Good morning, Fee. Welcome to Winterberg Stud, yeah.
Very nice to have Talk of the Town standing here. He's still owned by Aventure and the Truter family, but he's going to be standing here and he looks an absolute picture.
Yeah, listen, I mean, physically wise, I don't think we have to discuss him much. He was a 3 million rand yearling. Actually, if you go back to the beginning, Aventure sold him on behalf of the client. And then when he came up for resale, we bought him. And obviously the plan was a racehorse. That didn't quite pan out. And we have to look at the next career. So a stallion it may be, let's see.
Yeah, it's a pity he didn't stand up, because he was the talk of the town on the race course. He had the 5 starts for I think 3 wins and 2 seconds or 2 places, but he was really going places. And it's always sad, but it's great that we've got him here, because he still floats around the paddock. He's looking really fantastic this morning.
Yeah, listen, I think there are so many stallions and so many sad stories, and everybody, we know how hard it is to make a stallion that doesn't have Group 1 at least race performance. In his case, we don't have Group 1 race performance, but we know that's why his name is quite special, because he was a talented racehorse. He hurt his tendon. We gave him nearly 18 months off. We moved him up to Reinke's for another venue, different track. And as soon as we put him under pressure, he went again. So there comes a choice, and I mean, it happens to many, many owners of racehorses often. I mean, there's so many. Do you geld? Do you retire? Do you show jump? But with a pedigree like he has, and the specimen, and we know we've got a hard job, but I'm hoping we'll get the support when they see the horse and they see the female line.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
He has got everything. I mean, we know he's got ability. It's just a shame he didn't get to the greatest standard. Yeah. He's an absolute beautiful looking horse and a wonderful pedigree. Of course, he's by VAR out of Streetwise, and we know how good VAR is.
Yeah, I think obviously that from us, is also the connection. There is no son of VAR stud in South Africa, and they are burly horses and they all get gelded. So, we need one. This was the next one. He's not a typical VAR, actually. He's very typical of the female line. Very tall. He must be 16'1" at least. There's a lot of length, a lot of scope. And I think choosing mares to go with him will be very easy, because he's going to give you scope, he's going to give you length, he's going to give you size. So these short, fat, round little mares, which we all have a dime a dozen, obviously will suit him. As far as Var's concerned, we do believe he'll be a sire of size. He's really starting to emerge as a broodmare sire. So this is the last box he's got to tick. So let's hope this is the horse, yeah.
It's really exciting. I mean, watching him in the paddock this morning, he's so athletic. He's got such a nice floating action.
Yeah, listen, he could really run. I mean, you know, ask anybody, pick up the phone, ask Anton Marcus, he'll tell you. He was a special racehorse, and unfortunately things didn't go his way. But when you look at this horse's female line, so first of all, his dam is by Street Cry, which we all know is the sire of Winks. But you know, he's the sire, broodmare of 10 Group 1 winners already, and he's died as a young horse. In the female line of this horse, there are 10 stallions at stud. Now, I find any stallion in South Africa that has 10 stallions at stud in their immediate female line. And of course, the most famous one is Reduced Choice. So never mind Hurricane Rain, never mind all the others. This is the descendant of Reduced Choice. So we have all the sires that we need to make it as a stallion. We have Var, who we believe in and will give us speed and precocity, that lovely word I hate to say. And we've got a good-looking horse that we know could run. So yes, we've got to have to appeal to the breeders to come and look at him, study the pedigree. I'm not going to convince anybody who doesn't want to know. They've got to come and look, and when they see the horse, they'll find a mare for him. And that's the important thing. You know, I've got to get the people to see the horse at Winterbach and look at the pedigree, take 5 minutes and study it. Ticks all the boxes bar one, and we know the other one would have been ticked, but didn't work out.
Yeah, sadly, but looking at him, he really does tick all the boxes. I mean, he's got the most beautiful jowl, beautiful eye, beautiful head. Yeah. He really is the real deal. He looks absolutely fantastic. And it's wonderful that Aventure and, of course, Ken and Jane Truter have all stayed together in owning him.
Well, you know, Ken is a pedigree buff. You know, he loves his genetics, and that was one of the things that attracted him to the horse. So he'll support the horse. We've teamed up with Hendrik Junior and Senior at Winterbach. They're our neighbours. We work well together. I think it'll be a lovely thing for them to have a nice stallion to stand here. We'll give them all the support. And whilst Var's alive and doing his thing, you know, there's no space for him with me. But this is a great place for him to be. And they have boarding facilities, so I think it'll work as a nice symbiotic relationship between the two studs.
And just down the road from you in any case, so you can keep an eye on things.
Yeah, listen, they must do their thing. They've done a wonderful job. He's been here a couple of months now. He's really and truly growing into his frame. And I would assume this time next year we'll see a whole different horse again, yeah.
Best of luck, Pip. I'm looking forward to following him.
Yeah, wonderful horse. Lovely name to work with you. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, the talk of the town. He's standing here at Winterbach as we had a good chat with Hendrik. It's lovely for him to be standing here just down the road from Aventure. It's great that Ken and Jane and Aventure is still involved with this wonderful horse. And you must come and have a look at him because he really is a smashing looking individual.